Good morning. 8:17 a.m. Monday, April 6, 2020. I forgot to set my alarm. We're going to anchor in our breath. My friend Cornell Kinderconnect is in the background with his April 2nd Good Night Improv. He has a concert tomorrow. So let's anchor into our body and our breath. Let's just tune in and check in. Right hand or left hand on heart, other one on your belly. We're connecting our body and our breath. We're bringing ourselves present to this moment. We're going to sit for 10 breaths, and then we're going to talk about gratitude. So breathe in. And as you breathe out, just be grateful for the breath that is present, always available. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And now just put your hands on your lap. Just feel the air coming in through your nose. Notice how that feels. I'm going to stay in my mindful body, so if people come on, they'll know that we're just pausing in our breath, listening to Cornell. And until you hear the sound of my bell, stay focused on the breath. Notice what you're feeling. Where you're feeling it in your body, notice if there's any predominant thoughts. And if you can just let go with the breath, just allow the thoughts to dissipate like the fog when the sun arrives, with ease and with grace. So breathe in and breathe out. Let us just sit for a few breaths together as we anchor in the moment, like we do every morning with the kids when we're in school. Breathing in and breathing out. With every breath, just allow yourself to be fully present to this moment, this breath, your body. Just allowing your focus just to be on that inhalation, that exhalation, breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Good morning. It's Mindfulness with Miss V. It is 8:20 a.m. So today we're going to talk about gratitude, the gratitude practice I'm going to bring forth to the kids. We've done before. In class, we tend to get in a circle, and we will pass the bell, and someone will say what they're grateful for. We drop into our hearts. They'll ring the bell. And gratitude is a perfect practice, especially during this time, because our brain wants to focus on the negativity. It's trying to keep us safe. And gratitude literally is rewiring the brain into the positivity and the possibility. And the science behind it really is that it enhances empathy, it improves psychological health, it improves physical health, we sleep better, and improves self-esteem. And when we generate a gratitude, it's emotional self-regulation. So with mindfulness, I need to be present to what is, in the moment, non-judgmental awareness. But with self-regulation, I want to notice what's arising. I want to notice in the moment what I'm feeling, where I'm feeling it. And at the same time, I want to learn how to regulate that. How to use the breath to calm and focus. Now, oftentimes, we don't pay attention to all the times we are regulated. We pay attention to the times we're dysregulated, when we flip our little lid and we either say something or do something that we regret. Gratitude also cultivates self-compassion, contentment, and cognitive flexibility. Executive functioning, I'm giving you all the mindfulness words, and metacognition, meaning I am aware of what's happening in the moment, and then I can course correct. I can notice what I'm feeling, because I always share with the kids, in the moment, wherever you are, if you are safe in the moment, wherever you are, and your basic needs are being met, I then ask them to look around. It's like, is there a tiger in the room? No. But what happens is we get stirred in our thoughts and our mind. My amygdala, that part of my brain, doesn't know the difference, and it starts to flip. And we're seeing a lot of that fear. Let's bring it to the moment. Let's bring it to gratitude. And it teaches us to focus and then how to problem solve. We're in that executive functioning part of, our brain, our prefrontal cortex. And then we're literally able to self-regulate, meaning I can dial it down. I can bring it to the moment. So gratitude, my gratitude practice began before Oprah, love Oprah. But when I was sick in my 30s, I worked in the film industry. And I got deathly ill with chronic fatigue, immune dysfunction syndrome. I'm not exaggerating. Lost everything. So that fear was real. And then I came home to my parents' house. I was 34 and my nieces and nephews. And at that time, Matthew, Monica, and Isabella were born. And then all the other ones started coming along. But it was one of those mornings like, think about it. I'm in my 30s. I'm deathly ill. I've lost my job. I was working in the film industry, wanting to be a director. All of my dreams literally vanished. And I am at 34. All my disability benefits from my company ran out. I'm on Social Security and Medicare. That's how sick I was. And I was sick for 10 years. Little did I know it was going to take that long. But I'll never forget this because this fear was real. Like, how am I going to get better? What's going to happen to me? And then I don't have that much money. And I remember I was sitting on the floor, literally counting change. All right, all these coins on the floor, crying. Just crying. I'm having a pity party, and that was okay in the moment. I just needed to get it out. And my niece Isabella, who was about 3, because my mother took care of my nieces and nephews, walked in the door, saw all the coins, and when she saw them, she went, "Oh, you're rich!" And in that moment, something snapped. In that moment, that little awareness of her perception that all these coins made me rich. And I was in the pity party and the pain and the true loss, and didn't realize I was also in the grief of the loss. But it's literally switched me out of that amygdala part of my brain into my heart, into my prefrontal cortex without knowing I was doing all that. And an awareness of like, wait a minute, I am wealthy. And I remember looking around, I have a roof over my head. Thank you. I have this little being and all my nieces and nephews that continue to be born. But in that moment, it's like, I have people who love me. Thank you. I do have food every day. Thank you. I have clothes. Thank you. And it was just this moment of pure awareness of being grateful for what was present, not what was missing. And I'm going to remind you, it's not a bypass. It's not any type of emotional bypass because the practice of gratitude helps us focus on what's good in the moment, what's present. It builds resilience and literally builds neural connections so that we will remember faster because my little amygdala is going to get triggered. It's going to go into fright, run, fright, I'm scared, flight, fight, I'm fighting, all right? And so what we're doing is we're creating a different connection to be in the moment with like, but wait a minute. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But right now, in this moment, if you're in a safe environment and your needs are met, but even though my needs were not met in the way that I needed in regard to what I wanted to do with my career in my 30s, I cultivated that gratitude practice. And I remember just going outside and being with my nieces and nephews, and I would look at the sunrise. Actually, before I even had this experience with Bella, I was living in Santa Clarita, Valencia, California. And once again, I'm in my 30s. This must have been the first year, so I must have been 31. I'm in the backyard and I'm once again weeping. I mean, such grief, such loss, such uncertainty, such fear. And I remember then the sky just turned like this. I love the word marmalade because it was that rich orange color. And I just remember pausing into the sunset and this overwhelming grace came upon me. And I suddenly became grateful for that sunset, for the moment that was present. So the gratitude practice this week is finding the good and praising it. With the kids, we also do where we create a web with yarn. And so what I do is I have a ball of yarn and I'll say what I'm grateful for and I'll pass it to a student. And we create this web and then we lift the web together, saying that we are one or interconnected. And the power of all of us together in gratitude creates a stability for us. So what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? 5 things, 10 things. In the morning before my feet hit the ground, I say what I'm grateful for, even if I'm tired. Like today, I forgot to set my alarm. So I'm usually up by 5 and I got up at 6:30. I'm like, well, at least I'm grateful that I'm awake, all right? One of my biggest gratitudes is coffee, really good coffee. So let's have a sip together, okay? Mm-hmm. Oh, I always love a good cup of coffee. I love the smell of coffee in the morning. I love my little espresso maker going, then I sit and write my morning pages. I am grateful for the people who do love me. I'm grateful for the people who've reached out to me, either Facebook or text or called me, just to see how I'm doing. That's really important right now, just showing gratitude for the people you love. So imagine that you're sitting in a circle. Let's say you walk through this forest pathway and there's a stone circle and you enter it. All right. And there's all these other places for people to sit. And I want you to imagine all the people that you love and you're grateful for are sitting in this circle. And one by one, look at them and tell them what you're grateful for. Even if they're not alive, or even if you don't have that much contact with them right now. But turn around and say, I'm grateful for your love. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. And just notice how it cultivates this field of love and appreciation in you and how it literally will shift you. And then every day, find 5 things that you can be grateful for. Something that can just look and appreciate. And then create that state of feeling of appreciation and love so that then it allows you to be more resilient. All right. So 5 things that you're grateful for. Simple things as organic Peruvian coffee. Yeah, love it. Went to my mother's yesterday. She had tiramisu. Yes, the tiramisu. I am so grateful, and I'm grateful for Mama Mia and all that she provides for me. My nephew Vincent called me. I'm so grateful for that love and connection. And for all my nieces and nephews, I just absolutely adore them. When they were little, they literally gave me my life back. They gave me a purpose for being and living. All of them, the 7 of them, I call my pint-sized gurus. I am grateful to teach mindfulness. I really am grateful to teach mindfulness to children. And I'm grateful for the ability to be connected with people that are conscious and that are supporting this world with prayer and music, the artistry. But I'm grateful for my ability to be creative. All right, so that's just 5 simple things. As I look around, I can say I'm grateful for, I call it my treehouse casita. I'm grateful for the balcony. I'm grateful for the rain today. I'm grateful for Facebook Live. I get to see people here. So the attitude of gratitude cultivates that awareness, literally empowers us in self-awareness of what is present now. And then with that, we can be stronger and more resilient to then move through the day. All right. So attitude of gratitude is the practice. I'll be doing that with the kids today or this week that I'm teaching. But find the good and praise it. And once again, it's creating those neural connections, neuroplasticity. We can rewire our brain. We really can. So that instead of going into that quick, negative, fear-based, oh my gosh mode, we can acknowledge what we're feeling, where the emotion's landing, but then we shift into the possibility. We shift into that prefrontal cortex. We move into this greater awareness, and we learn how to self-regulate, how to dial it down so it doesn't escalate. I was up at 1:25 a.m. I don't know what was going on. And all I did was a meditation in bed. And then whenever I shift into gratitude and in the moment and for my breath and for the bed, I just notice a calm that happens. All right. So we are going to anchor out. I am going to put on Cornell. He has a concert tomorrow. So just look for him on Facebook. And so today, anchor in your breath. Sit with your family in mindful breathing for 1 minute, 2 minutes. Bring yourself into the awareness of gratitude and appreciation. List them, 5 things, 10 things. Begin in the morning with gratitude, end in the evening with gratitude. To the simplest of things that can just shift your awareness and your attention, all right? And once again, it builds empathy and self-compassion and resilience and connection with others. And call the people that you love, or text them, or email them, or let them, or Facebook Messenger them, but let people know that you are grateful for them for being in your life. Because we often forget because people aren't in front of us. So like the exercise we did, create that circle of the people that we love and we're grateful for, and just radiate that love and radiate that kindness, all right? So a little bit more of Cornell. Anchor out in 3, and then I've got to go teach mindfulness. You have an awesome day. Let me know how I can support you. Right hand on heart, left hand on belly. You can do the opposite, left on heart, right on belly. Let's connect in our body and our breath. Let's drop into gratitude. I'm grateful for my friend Cornell who allows me to use his music here, all right? I love you. Let's have a mindful day. This too shall pass, but let's be present in the moment. Grace and gratitude. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. I love you too. It's good to be here with you. Have a glorious day.